So hello everyone, as you all know that when we are learning cybersecurity or doing some cybersecurity stuff, pen testing stuff or malware analysis, we need a lab for that because we can't do that stuff on our local machine. Because if this is my personal machine, this is my laptop. Because if I started doing that kind of stuff like cybersecurity and pen testing stuff on my personal machine, this is not good for me, right? Because this machine contains my personal data and all that. This will not be good for me. That's why we use separate labs for cybersecurity. Like if you are like me, then you probably use VMware or VirtualBox. You run some virtual machines and you do your sketchy stuff there, right? But in this video we are gonna talk about disposable environment, or you can say a Docker environment, where it means everything you do on that container, and whenever you are finished with that, you can just dispose it or you can just kill it. It means having a fresh installation of Kali Linux every time you want, and whenever you are done with your stuff, you can just kill that machine like it never existed. So in this video we are gonna talk about that. So in this video we will use something called kasm. So let's start with what do you need. So first of all, you need a server, because you want to run a Docker environment where your kasm will be installed. So you need a server. This can either be your AWS server or your DigitalOcean, anything, any server like that. Or it can also be your virtual machine. Yeah, it can be a virtual machine. So in this video we are gonna do step by step using a virtual machine. But if you have your own server, I will also talk about that, how you can install kasm if you want to install it on a cloud instance. So in this video we are gonna be talking about our own server, own virtualized server, which is on my virtual machine, Ubuntu server. And the second thing you need is an internet connection. Yeah, that's it. That's all you need, guys. So let's start with that. So first of all, let's talk about those people who want to install kasm or your Dockerized environment in the cloud. So you go to your cloud provider. So in my case, I am using DigitalOcean here. So you go to DigitalOcean or your provider. You just click on create a droplet. In my case, it's a droplet. In AWS is a EC2 instance. So what I will do is I'll select a region which is close to you. I'll use Bangalore. Then I go to the image. So if you go to the marketplace, you have an image called kasm here. We can search for that easily. I can type kasm here, and as you can see, this is a kasm workspaces. And the best thing about that is that you don't have to do any type of configuration, or you don't have to do anything. It will be installed automatically. You just go to kasm workspaces and you just select the CPU option it need, because in my case, if you go to regular, it basically needs a $24 per month plan. So if you do that, it will have 4 gigs of RAM and 2 CPUs and 80 GB of SSD. So that's pretty good, guys. That's pretty good. And you select your SSH keys, or you select your password, you type your password and you do that, and you just click on create droplet and it will create for you. It will do everything for you. You just have to, go to your IP address and run kasm, which I will show you by the end of this video. So yeah, that's it for the people who want to install kasm workspaces in a cloud instance. Now let's talk about those who are, who want to do everything on their own. So I will go to the terminal. I will connect to my server. In your case, it will be already installed, right? Because you used cloud. But for the people who don't use cloud, they can set up their own kasm workspaces locally. Or if you want to set up kasm without including the image, if you want to install kasm on a Ubuntu server, you will follow the same steps. Okay, so let's go to SSH. I will type my username and the IP address. Here it will ask for a password. I will type the password here, and here, as you can see, I am logged into my server now. And to install kasm on your server, you just go to Google, and in the installation page you will see 4 commands, and that's it. That will do the work for you. You just copy and paste it right here. Paste the first command, which will go to the temporary directory. Then we will curl it and download that archive. It will take some time to download because it's a huge archive. So yeah, you just have to wait for that. When you unzip it, click on enter, then you install it. Then it will take time. As you can see, I'll provide the password, click on yes, and accept the agreement, and let's go. It will install kasm for you in your Ubuntu server. If you guys have a cloud server, you can do that exact thing to install kasm on a server that is on the cloud. Now it will install. It will take some time, so you just have to wait, and I will show you what will happen when this ends. So yeah, guys, as you all can see, the installation is done. It took some time, so you just have to wait, grab a cup of coffee then you will get your credentials, the username and the password. This is the admin password and username. Okay, so we basically need that. So you just copy it because you don't want to lose it, and paste it somewhere you can get that username and password when needed. So yeah, whenever you're done with all that, you just need the IP address of the machine, because now the setup is done. Now the only thing we need is the IP address of this machine. If this machine is on the cloud, then you use that public IP address of that machine, but it is on my local network. I will type IPA, and as you all can see, there are also more adapters added to my network. These are Docker adapters. Okay, the adapters which Docker will use, kasm will use, because kasm work on a Docker based environment. So we just need the IP address. So the IP address of my machine is this. I just copy it, go to your browser of your choice, whatever browser you like. Just go to the IP address, and don't forget to type HTTPS before that, because this work on HTTPS, not HTTP. You will get a certificate error, but we are alright with that. You just click on proceed, and as you all can see, the kasm workspace is running right now. You just need the email, which will be the email you copied and the password you copied. So yeah, let's go password and click on login. Here you have your kasm dashboard. The workspaces tab will contain the workspaces that you installed. It can be a browser, or it can be any workspace from the kasm registry. So you will click on admin and just go to workspaces, and again the workspaces, and click on workspace registry. When you click on that, you will have all the available workspaces that you can use. So as you all can see, that kasm is supporting a lot of workspaces right now. It can be Alpine, Brave, Discord, Ubuntu, image editor, GIMP, and all that, Sublime Text, Telegram, Steam, a terminal, VS Code. You can install any of the workspaces. You can install Remnux also for malware analysis, which I will include in another video. If you guys comment on this video about that, I will surely make another video on that. So yeah, let's start with the thing we need. We need Kali Linux, right? We are cybersecurity people, so we need Kali Linux. So click on that, just click on install. So when you click on install, the Kali Linux will be shown on workspaces. As you all can see, it's installing right now. As you all can see, a simple icon here which shows that it is installing right now. So yeah, it will also take some time. Probably it will take 15 to 20 minutes to install. So yeah, you just have to wait for that and come back when it's ready. So yeah, I will also just wait and come back whenever it's ready. Okay, so guys, it will take some time. You just wait, and whenever the icon is not showing, you just can see Kali Linux is installed right now, and we just have to do one thing. We just click on that, click on launch session if you want to launch it in your current tab, but if you want it to be in a new tab, you can click on that also. But I'll just click on current tab and click on launch session. Probably it will show you that no resources are available. So it happens sometime. You just have to wait and refresh it sometime, and then try again. Okay, to fix that, I will just increase the memory and the processors, because I personally think that Kali needs more than 2 GB of RAM. So I just increase the memory to 6 GB. You can try with 4 GB also. I am just paranoid. I use 6 GB. So, and the processor I have increased is 2. Before it was 2 processor, I increased to 2 more, and now it's 4. Now click on OK, and I applied the settings, and I just go to the kasm again, and as you can see, my Linux is running. So I will just delete the session, delete it, and yeah, as you all can see, if you click on launch session, the Kali Linux will run on your Dockerized environment. So you know how amazing it is. The Kali Linux we are using right now is running on that Ubuntu server inside a Docker container. So yeah, you are pretty much solid when it's come to isolation. If you can also allow to copy paste images, and you can use all that also. If you want to upload some file, download some file, you can use that, and webcam, microphone, sound, you can this is a control panel for that kasm session. So yeah, Linux is running, as you all can see. It is by default running as root. If I go to sudo root, it will ask for me for a password. So yeah, we need to fix that also, because I don't think that we are a root user right now. Can we run sudo? I think we can run sudo, right? Yeah, it will ask for a password, and we don't know any kind of password, right? So yeah, we need to fix that. So to fix that, you just delete the session and go to the settings. So guys, you just go to workspaces, then you will see the Kali Linux Docker image here. Click on this little arrow and click on edit. Here scroll down, and you will see something called Docker run config override. and a Docker exec config. And we need to paste this thing. This is on Kasm Web official website. You just need to paste that, or you can just type that also. This is not a big line to copy. You just provide data in form of JSON. As you can see, host name will be Kasm and user will be root. So yeah, that's pretty much it. You just click on save and then again run your workspace. I will run Kali Linux lone session again, and fingers crossed, I think now we can run as root. Click on your little terminal, and then if I go to su root, as you can see, we are root now, and yeah, we are root, guys. So yeah, here this is my Dockerized Kali Linux running. If I do any kind of bad stuff in this, I'll just make a directory, or I'll just go to desktop here. Yeah, we are on the desktop right now. So I will click I will make a folder, or you can also try to make a file here, like I can also make a file like named test. So if I make a file named test here, and then I do any kind of bad thing, I deleted something, or I just destroyed the machine, I just removed everything, or let's try to remove a simple thing. What I will do is I will go to the root folder, I'll go to bin. So let's remove the zip command here. I will remove the zip here. Yeah, zip is removed. If I go to zip, the command is not found. I can also do more nasty stuff. I can remove vim also. As you can see, vim is removed, and now vim will not work. Nano is working. No, nano is also not working. So yeah, you can do any kind of crazy thing here, and you just delete the session like you never existed. Yeah, that's it, guys. That's it for Kasm. I hope you guys understood how to install Kasm and how to do all kind of things with Kasm. I will make more videos on that, because I think people will be interested to know more about Kasm and virtualization, Dockers, and also yeah, I need suggestions from you guys. Just leave me a comment what you want to see in the future. So yeah, that's it, guys, for this video. I will see you guys on my next video. Till then, goodbye.